Hi guys, before I start this video, I just want to say, firstly, I swear to God this jumper shrunk. I swear to God this jumper shrunk. My mum and dad are convinced that it hasn't, but to me it feels smaller, okay? Like, it just felt really nice and big before, it feels smaller. I don't know if I just can't wash, because also, when I washed the jumper, I ended up dyeing all of my whites pink. So, basically, guys, I will always do like a dark and a light, but I will not separate colours. Like, usually this would go in on dark wash, obviously, but I'd already done my darks for this week and I had a few white, and I was just being really like, usually things don't leak. I mean, I've even put blacks and whites in together before and nothing's ever happened. And then I took it out and all my whites are pink. Like, not bright pink, like a tinge of pink, like they all just look pink. So basically also, oh my God, guys, so incoherent. Also, usually when I usually use a colour catcher. If I'm gonna be a bit of a rebel and put more than one thing in, like usually I would go a couple of colour catchers in, just to be on the safe side. Didn't. Everything's pink. I did wash all the other things a few more times. They're still pink. So not only has this shrunk, I'm convinced that it's shrunk, I've also dyed everything pink. To start, you may notice this isn't my room, and if actually you're an OG subscriber / viewer of my videos, you may actually recognise this from when I used to do my bedroom update video, because this is my sister's room and I stayed in here while my room was getting redone. I'm in here now because today is Monday the 8th of March and I'm moving back to London on Friday, and I have assessments this week. So I thought I'd do a little weekly vlog. I really can't say at this point how much I'm going to film, because it depends how like prepared I feel for my assessments like on the day, and like how heartbroken I am. Yeah, and whether I want to divulge like if it really goes badly. I know it doesn't really matter, but it's just one of the things, isn't it? It's annoying if you've worked all year and it goes badly. I must have mentioned this 1,000 times, but these assessments are kind of like uni finals, like as in not third year finals. My second year end of year assessments we just do as usually in Feb. We're doing them in March because of COVID, such is life. Acting and singing are happening this week and on Zoom, and then my actual dance assessments start in 2 weeks time in the studio. Tensions are kind of high, but I've finished 2 pieces of written work in the last 2 days that are for my assessments, for my exams, end of year assessments, whatever. So that's 2 things done, guys. I feel quite fresh about that. It's 9:30 now. Well, it's coming up to 20 to 10. I promised myself I'd be in bed for 10:15. So the reason I started this video now is I'm going to quickly do a little bit of packing. I'm going to get my brand new suitcases out and all of my stuff on the error in the bathroom next door. I'm just going to put it all away now. Everything I'm taking back, I'm just going to pack, because I don't want to have to put it away to then repack it again. And it's just one of the things I'm going to get ticked off my list today. So I just thought I'd start with that. I'm mainly going to be doing sort of like moving back to London / start of assessment vlog. This is kind of the vibe. I'm going to try and not make it too long, because last week's was shorter. And not only I feel like if you don't have loads of time, I kind of like shorter vlogs. I feel like if I've got a little bit of time, I'm more inclined to click on it if it's like less than half an hour. If it's more than half an hour and I'm a little bit busy, I end up putting it off. I'm fine at the minute, so I'm feeling short vlogs. And I mean, for me, they're quick to edit, so I mean, it'll still be like 25 minutes, I bet. I'm just talking like not a 45-minute long vlog, because they are a bit of a handful. And I don't really have time with everything else I've got to do at the minute to be editing 45-minute long videos. So with that in mind, I've already spoke for 4 minutes, Lydia. Well done, congratulations. I deserve a little prize for the longest a girl can ramble. I am going to put you down and get on with packing. I'm not going to do this every time I pack a little bit of clothes. I'm actually kind of impressed by the amount that I've done in like 10-15 minutes maybe. Basically just everything that was out. I mean, I might actually end up wearing some of this week, but I thought if I'm going to fold it up, I might as well put it back in here, and then if I don't end up wearing it, then it's packed. So wonder what that button is. Oh, I think I've just took loads of photos of myself. Okay. I literally can't look at it because it's so bright. That's actually ridiculous. Okay, let's move. I really hope when I go downstairs it's not that severe, because that was actually so bad. I think I might have just burnt my corneas. Are they the part of your... Also, I have just re-laminated my eyebrows. They're very up, but I prefer to laminate them that way, so when they drop to like a nice level. So is this okay? I don't look like a chipmunk. I feel like a chipmunk. It is now Thursday afternoon. It's about, in fact I can just tell you the exact time. It's 15:53 and my acting assessment was, finally, my acting assessment was at 12:40. It was supposed to be at 12:10, but it was delayed. So yeah, which I was all ready to go, and at 12 o'clock they were like, I think about 5 to 12, they're like, hey guys, we're running half an hour behind. I was like, right, so I'm actually ready to go now, and now I'm just like sitting and waiting, which was a bit like, oh, but then it did chill me out a little bit. And I had my singing assessment yesterday, so I'm just going to talk you through these really quickly. I was going to do more actual filming, but my stress levels didn't let that happen. Yeah, I thought it'd be really chill, and I wasn't, so I didn't end up really filming anything. Singing yesterday didn't really go to plan, if I'm honest. Basically, we learned 3 songs, and we sing 3 songs, but we sing 2.5 effectively, so they cut you off in your 3rd song, and they cut me off during my favourite song, which was a little bit annoying. Maybe I should have done that first. Big regrets now. I thought I'd leave it to the end for like a big finale. Well, I didn't actually leave it to the end. You basically pick the song you want to do first, and I sort of picked a song that would like ease me in nicely, but then in retrospect, maybe I should have just gone with my best one, even when I was nervous. I was a little bit nervous. Wasn't my best performance. I'm not really a singer anyway. It's not really my thing. But I gave it a good hot go. So all we can really do now is just wait to see what happens in terms of like the results and stuff. I suppose whatever happens is just one of them learning curves, isn't it, really? So yeah, that's that on that, really. I'm not going to dwell too much on like how I think it went, because I feel like I'm going to end up jinxing something or whatever. But yeah, I was literally in and out in less than 10 minutes, I think. So it wasn't a very long... I mean, none of my assessments are really that long, because we have a big year group. If we were all in there for like an hour, if we were all in there for 15 minutes even, you'd never get through them. So short but sweet. I was a bit gutted afterwards. I did a little bit of a cry, but I got over it pretty quickly, because I think it was that, you know, that adrenaline cry, like when you first do something, you come out and you're like overwhelmed, and then you end up crying. Like when I actually thought back, I was like, okay, it wasn't the best, it wasn't that bad, is it really worth crying? Probably not. So I'll go over that pretty quickly. And then today I had my acting assessment, which we did a duologue from, we had like a choice of plays, we picked a play, we had like a choice of 4 scenes, was it 4 scenes? Literally back in November, I think we chose a scene out of a possible 4. And we've been working on that for a while, on and off, because of COVID, the assessment dates have changed about 14 trillion times. That's an exaggeration, I've changed twice, I think, but you know, I just like it for effect, you know. So yeah, we've been doing it on and off. The scene we did was from a play called The One, which is by, I do know this, Vicky Jones, if anyone was wondering. That's a scene that we did. It went okay, I think it went okay. I'm not going to try and overanalyze it, because I think I'll either end up driving myself crazy by like realising that I did it all wrong, or I don't know, like I feel like the place I'm at right now with it is done, and that's the main thing. The duologue is followed by an interview section where they just like ask you questions, sort of like, they can be really on anything, but sort of like on the techniques that you used, maybe some of the research that you did, I don't know. They just ask you questions. Basically it's kind of like to check that you've, what is this? This is sick word. I think kind of like to check you've done the work. I don't know. Interview was questionable. I think I was just overwhelmed. But it's not worth that much of the overall grade, the interview, I don't think it is. I think it's worth like a proportion, and to go with that is also an actor's log, which is like a piece of written work where you like, which like details like all the stuff that you do. Yeah. Can anybody else tell that my brain is fried? Also, me liking this angle of the living room. Okay, so yes, that is done. We're 2 down, we're done. The eyebrows are laminated. I cannot believe that tomorrow night I'm gonna not be sleeping in my bed at home. I feel like I've been gone for so long now. I don't know if anyone else who's been doing the back and forth to uni this year is feeling the same, but like honestly, I've been home since the beginning of December. So I think we broke up on like the 7th of December or something. So I've literally been home since like probably the 8th or whatever. So bearing in mind today is the 11th of March, so December to January, January to February, February to March. Yeah, I've been home for 3 months. That's kind of long, like you don't expect that. So I'm not like dreading going back really, because in terms of like this college aside, I'm not dreading going back in terms of like homesickness, because I'm like happy for the break. I think it's been so long that I'm just like, there are pros and there are cons, so I'm just kind of going with the flow with that. Yeah, that is it. This is actually the top that I wore for my assessment today. I mean, I've got joggers on because you can only see my top on Zoom. Yes, so also to clarify, oh god, this is sporadic at best, this vlog, as always. My singing and acting assessments were done via Zoom, which is why I'm here at home. The rest of my assessments are going to be done live in the studio, which is why I'm going back to London tomorrow. So we've got next week off, as in not off timetable, like off of assessment, so the week of the 15th, and then our assessments actually start, I think, on the week of the 22nd. So you might get more like assessment vibey vlogs. I never will really film before an assessment because I'm like really superstitious. So I think like in my head I'm like, if I film before it will go badly, like, or if I'm talking to you guys before, like it will just go badly, or if I film it, it will go badly. Like I would never film myself for an assessment. You can't do that in here, but I just never would. And I probably would never speak before one because I'd be too busy stressing out. I'm a worrier. So you'll never get like pre-assessment footage. You'll obviously never see what it's like to be in it, but I kind of wanted to do a bit more this week. Like this is tomorrow, you know, I'm just running my lines now, like, but I just didn't this week. This week's been a bit of a one. It's been a bit of a busy, it's been like a weirdly busy one. I think with like all the written work being finalised, because a lot of my written work is due in the week of my first assessment as well, so the 22nd. So a lot of deadlines are coming. So it's just been a bit of a busy one, which is why this isn't going to be super long. I'm thinking maybe I will film a bit tomorrow just to like round off this vlog of like me moving back in, just because I'm not going to make that a separate vlog. I've moved 1,000 times, but I might just do like a sort of like back to London little segment. But if I don't, and this is the end, I mean I will come back on and do an outro regardless, but I think I'm going to film a tiny bit of being back in the flat. And yeah, I'm glad these first few assessments are over. 2 down, 7 to go. And I can't believe that after all these are done, that's second year done. Like that's mad. Obviously we have a summer term, but we don't have summer term exams because we're doing them now. So in the summer term, it's usually preparing for a summer show, which don't know if it will happen, COVID dependent. But I've actually not done a show at college yet because first year we had COVID, so I'm excited for that. And yeah, I don't know where this is really going. I'm just yabbering now for the sake of it, but I thought I'd update you guys on why you haven't seen any actual like footage of befores or afters, or this is kind of an after. It happened about 2 hours ago. But yeah, that is the tea so far. Oh my god. Okay, it's like 10 o'clock now. I'm not sure how I got so late, but I haven't done any more packing. And I was supposed to do college work tonight, but I'm not feeling it. So I am going to finish packing and tidying and sorting now. I'm going to have an early night. I'm currently listening to Naya Rivera's audiobook. I swear I've listened to most of it before, but never the whole way through. Like I usually listen to it in sections, because I haven't really ever been like a podcast girl. Like I'm all about the moving pictures, do you know what I mean? Like moving pictures, like videos, like I like reading, but yeah, I've never really been like an audio book podcast person before. But I find it actually kind of helpful when I'm doing actual things like packing or tidying or cleaning, because otherwise if I'm watching something, I end up stopping what I'm doing to watch, if that makes sense. So that's what's happening right now. Tonight is just really not going to plan. I feel like crying my eyes out. Right, come on Lydia, you can do this. welcome back to my channel. Hello, welcome back to this vlog. As you can see from the background, we are back in London. It's Saturday, it's midday. I've been shopping this morning, got a few bits I need. I'm feeling quite comfortable and happy to be back. I'm loving the neutral vibes of the flat. Yeah, it just feels nice. It feels like, it's quite nice to have a little bit of my own space. And yeah, just get back to it. I feel like I've got loads of updates, but I'm thinking of doing like a homey updates video here. I know a lot of my videos are like homey at the minute and like organisy, but I'm just really into that. And I think I'm just going to sort of do, I did mention when I did my Marie Kondo video that I was going to do that kind of the same thing here. And I've got loads to sort, but rather than doing like separate videos, I'm going to do like the bed, like the whole house in one go, like the whole kitchen, fridge, bathroom, bedroom, wardrobes, all in one video. It's not boring, because I know you guys have seen a lot of that lately, and I don't want to bore you all to tears, but I just thought I would jump on and for you guys in. I'm here, we made it. Assessment timetable came out this morning, and all in about a week and a bit's time. So things are getting very real now. So yeah, that's the update, and I think I'm going to leave this vlog here. I don't want it to be super long, and I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I don't know really how informative it was, but it was nice for me to catch up with you guys on things that I've been doing. And yeah, I will see you guys as always next Sunday, 10 AM.